The COVID-19 pandemic has brought the world's most powerful country to its knees, with the United States hitting the tragic milestone of 500,000 deaths as of Tuesday. As the pandemic continues to rage, governments are racing to roll out their vaccination programs. They hope this will be the light at the end of the tunnel. But experts have warned vaccine nationalism could put global efforts at risk. What is vaccine nationalism? That refers to the phenomenon where countries hoard vaccines to supply their own populations, making the jabs unavailable for others. According to one, a group that campaigns against poverty, those from lower-income countries may not be able to be vaccinated this year because the world's richest nations have bought 1 billion more doses than what their citizens actually need. Some countries have also secured enough supplies to vaccinate their populations more than once. Countries with the most coverage per capita are Canada with 500% of its population covered, the United Kingdom with 327%, Chile with 244%, New Zealand with 242%, and Australia with 226%. In comparison, lower and middle-income economies have struggled. A total of 130 countries have not administered a single dose of the vaccine. Why is vaccine nationalism dangerous? It is not merely a moral issue. The fact is, countries scrambling to inoculate their population will achieve little because the virus could continue to rage in other non-vaccinated countries. This strain of coronavirus is highly susceptible to mutations. It is possible a so-called winner mutation will become the dominant strain and eventually find its way back to vaccinated countries, making the old vaccines ineffective. That is why we need a more global response to this pandemic. China strongly opposes vaccine nationalism and have called for the fair and equitable distribution of vaccines, and in particular make them accessible and affordable for developing countries. Chinese State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi said China will provide 10 million COVID-19 vaccine doses to COVAX, a global initiative aimed at equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines to meet the urgent needs of developing countries. It has donated vaccines to 53 developing countries and has exported or is in the process of exporting vaccines to 22 others. He added, China has never sought any geopolitical goals in carrying out international cooperation on COVID-19 vaccines, never calculated its economic gains, and has never attached any political condition. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says, at this critical moment, vaccine equity is the biggest moral test before the global community, and the milestone of 500,000 deaths in the US is a stark warning that urgent action is needed around the world.